Alright, I have a problem here. Why is it that that most fantasy novels don't have sex in it? Why is that? I mean, sex is in basic life. Why? Why doesn't it have it in there? I mean, it should, because to be accurate, most most fantasy novels try to not equate, but they try to keep it up and make it seem more like reality, right? That suspended reality, that's what it's called. You suspend reality and making it seem like it's reality. So if that's true, why is it there's no sex in fantasy novels? I mean, they're called adult fantasy for a reason, right? There's two types of fantasy. I mean, more than two, but you know, children's fantasy and adult fantasy. So why in adult fantasy isn't there ever any sex? I mean, it's just there. I mean, it can't be really avoided. Is it just erotic novels that have that, or I don't know, but I think that's really screwed up, because there's a lot that can be given by adding sex into a fantasy novel. Like most fantasy novels, they build up the relationship of each character. They build it and build it and build it until like the last novel, right? And then there's no like consummation. There's no big explosion, as it were. And there's nothing to really bring the novel to an epic conclusion. I mean, there are, but not in that real life kind of sense, you know. So if I did that, would it pose a threat to novels nowadays? Because if I did that, it would not be a typical fantasy novel. It's not already, but if I did that, it would change the way we look at fantasy, which might be a good way, might be a good thing in my opinion. But I just really want to know, because to really say something for fantasy nowadays, it needs a new makeover. Fantasy is starting to tumble. It needs a facelift. It needs something new. And I'm going to bring that to it. I'm going to make fantasy new. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. I am going to put sex in fantasy novels, in mine at least. It's not gonna start out like sex or nothing. But as you hit the last novel of a series of mine, I'm gonna have that epic, explosive conclusion with the consummation of love, or in that sense, there's gonna be sex. And please feel free to respond if this video gets up at all, because I don't know if once I hit the past 2 minute mark, it gets a little, my voice stops. But if it goes up, yeah, please respond. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree or disagree, or whatever your comments may be. Peace out.